Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the South Alabama Jaguars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the 49ers will kick off first, and here we go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jaguars offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Back to throw, it's Collins. Right side, it's Marion. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The 49ers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Alexander. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Hits inside, it's Alexander. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll need a bunch on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Jaguars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Unloads to the right. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's some pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snaps on fourth down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it on the counter. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Rush is on. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out wide left, it's White. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, it's Phillips. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Left side is Hansen. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The 49ers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Here's a return from midfield. He's going to get loose. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And after the 3-spot guys were all tied up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Alexander. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Going for the big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. In the backfield, it's Boston. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Dropping back, it's Collins. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Marion. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Jaguars headed quickly to the line. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. It's White. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hauls it in. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Bowling Green, taking on the number 10 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Falcons with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Back now to your game inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Jaguars will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are other...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sells the run, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The 49ers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick give. It's Alexander. He'll be dropped.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Hard running there. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. There to make the stop, and boy, does he love to try that spin move. Only got him 6 that time. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Runs through a tackle. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown 49ers. They take the lead here in the second half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Collins. Out wide left, it's Malone. Makes the grab in their space. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the running back did a nice.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The fake and wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Out wide right, it's White. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Trying to get started. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Jaguars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air, it's Collins. Fires toward the target. Snagged on the outside.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. He'll set up to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Jaguars! They've got the lead here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Straight ahead, it's Alexander. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Second and long here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Holds on, it's Boston. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Tucker. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Now on second and short after the first down completion. Right side, it's Tucker. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Gonna look downfield again. Turns it upfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, getting your deep.
Grabs it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need it. Touchdown, Charlotte! They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
From deep, it's Malone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out wide left, it's White. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Dropping back, it's Collins. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Smashes ahead. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Throws quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.